Sir and Sat Sri Akal, a very warm good evening to all my very beloved listeners across the globe of UK, Europe, USA, Canada, जिथे भी तुसी कीनिया, टंजानिया देख रहे हो shows as far as Far East. ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦਾ ਨਿੱਘਾ ਸਵਾਗਤ. Maybe a very good afternoon to you, a very good morning, ਜਿਥੇ ਵੀ ਦੇਸ਼ਾਂ ਤੇ ਹੈਗੇ, right up to Australia and Jambosana, Namaskar, Adab. To all my lovely listeners, taking you on to a journey with my health shows every week on Akal at 9:40 p.m. on a Monday. I hope you'll stay tuned and pass this message on to your friends. My program is to bring awareness, but in the awareness program, I'm also giving information of the therapies I do in my clinic, which are starting from hydrotherapies, colon hydrotherapy, various massages, nutritional, diet, lifestyle changes, juice, which is specifically made per person, acupuncture, flower remedies, homeopathy, and a whole host of nutritional support. So, thada saryan da niga swagat. We seem to be looking at the exterior things in our life which are probably giving us pleasure. It could be a wonderful car, it could be a wonderful home, it could be a wonderful watch, it could be the best phone that you have desire or liking for. And these things seem to resonate good health or good mental health to us. So how can I actually send a message across the globe that how do we resonate good environmental health within our homes and stop having toxic home syndrome or toxic environment that is causing serious conditions that could be resonating as MS of chronic fatigue because of inhalation of things within the house, and what it's going to be and what are these things that can cause these issues and symptoms. I'm going to explore those and give you information. I do electromagnetic field disturbance with nutri-energetic medicine, and we clear off the disturbances within the environment you live in. And alongside that, I'll give you some information that you can use within your homes and things that you shouldn't buy purely because they're so toxic for the environment, and our children apne bacche bade nazuk hai and they are affected by these things. We did not have all these chemicals. I knew about Fernal way back. When India Fernal, when I'm staying in hotels, I refuse for the cleaners to use this very strong chemical they use in the floors, and I insist on just very hot water and a very clean towel to clean the floor, but no Fernal. Fernal probably was a bed bug, dust mite eater, fabric mite eater, or it would prevent the fragrance of it. The smell is quite strong, but going away from that, things have changed. Aapa jahaz chadne ha, and the first thing they do is spray. And they do announce that those people who it doesn't cause any problem, but the smell is quite strong. That is to stop any mosquitoes or any foreign bugs from going from country to country. But toxic home syndrome and environmental pollution and not jade symptoms hide kar diya daksho, that I want to give you information enough for you to sit back and think, what sort of environment are you living in? Is that affecting your health? Could that be the critical reason why so many other things are ballooning out of your system, body, causing other superficial symptoms which you think you have a full-blown disease? MS, which is chronic fatigue, it could be headaches, it could be asthma, it could be wheeziness. All these things can be, it could be eczema, it could be sinus blockage, because of something within your house. That is what I want to explore things with. You are living in that air in your environment. It should be clean. It should be toxic free, it should be chemical free, but there is so much in the house. The first and foremost, obviously within every home, comes in from the washing machine. All the fumes or the fragrance from the powders, that soap powders or liquids, gas cooker. 10 million homes are affected by toxic home syndrome, and that is in UK reading, which is also increasing heart condition and cancers. Toxic home syndrome is where the health of the person denotes demises because of the air in the home and the air inside that's containing तकरीबन most homes or some homes is 900 harmful chemicals or molds, pores, pollution, pollen, radioactive stuff, carbons, carbon monoxide and dander, which can cause huge problems including leaded water coming through pipes. Lack of proper ventilation. We seem to be making our houses so draft free with K-glass windows that there's no ventilation, and then the women are using these chemicals, which I want to explore today, and making things very uncomfortable for children. But they think that is genetic, ਜਾਂ ਬੱਚੇ ਦੇ ਜਨਮ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲੋਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਦੀ ਵੀ ਸੀਗਾ ਜਾਂ 10 ਸਾਲਾਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ, because after you moved a house something's happened. Scientists have warned simple daily tasks that are very, could be very fruitful for people living in their homes, that could help because of chemical pollutions, but going in for the non-toxic stuff. ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ obviously ਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ problems ਜਿਹੜੇ homes ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੋ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, could be lung cancer even because of poor ventilation, asthma as well, and hay fever is a big problem. So and dust mites. Dust mites ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਗੱਦਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ, they seem to stay in mattresses that you do not vacuum properly, and you need the other special vacuums. I won't name any one vacuum. HEPA is the vacuum that will pick up the most dust mites, ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮਾਂਗਣੂ. Or India ਮਾਂਗਣੂ ਜੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਵੀ ਸੀਗੇ, they used to get the mattress out, give it a good beating, such a good beating, ਪਰ ਉਹਨੇ ਫਿਰ ਠਾਠਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਮਲ ਲੈਣਾ, not to inhale, and then to leave it out in very warm heat for the mangnu to disperse. But here we have these modern beds in the Western world. Manji hundi si, thalle safai ho jani, pocha ho jana, theek hai na? Now we got beds which have got a full base box. That base box then has got a fabric, and very rarely would people shift and shuffle that bed that they bought 2 years, 3 years ago, regularly every other week or so, or every week, to clean the dust mites that seem to love and live on human skin as well, or things that they can find in the mattress, and human skin we are shedding. Je tusi kaho ki meri ta shed nahi hundi, literally as we are standing, we are sitting, there is so much microscopic amount of skin that is regenerating, and dust mites love that. So mangnu can be in a moist place, ਜਿੱਥੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਸੇ ਥਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਰਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਤੇ ਕੁਕਿੰਗ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਤੇ ਵੈਂਟੀਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ ਰਹੀ, ਤੁੜਕੇ ਬਣਾ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ, ਖਿੜਕੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਖੋਲ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਠੰਡ ਆ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ, ਦਰਵਾਜ਼ੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਬੰਦ ਖੋਲ ਰਹੇ ਹੋ because you think ਕਿ ਠੰਡ ਆਏਗੀ. And then obviously dampness is a big problem. There was a time in 19th century or 18th century ਜਦੋਂ ਸਿਰਫ coal fire ਹੁੰਦੀ ਸੀ western worlds ਵਿੱਚ ਨਿੱਘ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. Even that was a problem because of the chimneys. If they were not clean, they were causing more carbon fumes within the house. And at that time, TB bhi zyada hone lag piya siga. There was also inhalation problems if the chimney is not cleansed properly. We've come away from the chimney and now created electric fires. We've come back to coal fire again. And I've been to a couple of friends' houses who have wonderful, very inviting wood fire. But in 10 minutes, I can tell the difference of what I could smell outside and what I can smell in the room is totally different. And it certainly makes you tired of the inhalation of the carbon fumes from the wood burning, which could be wood which they are using from ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਟੁੱਟ ਗਈਆਂ ਫੈਂਸਾਂ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੇ ਘਰੋਂ, ਜਾਂ somebody gives you their fence panels, and that has been sprayed with the non-rotting or it's the wood protector paint, and that also is burning. So you've got a nice concoction of fumes within the house. Molds ਜਿਹੜੇ seep ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ, ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਉੱਲੀ ਕਹਿ ਸਕਦੇ ਹਾਂ, through the cracks of the walls. Floorboards ਦੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਖੁਸ਼ ਰਹਿ ਰਿਹਾ, ਜਿੱਥੇ concrete floors are a bit safer, and now people are going for wood floors or hardwood floors. And then again comes the polish that we use, and are we inhaling that on the day that we are using it, and or are we vacating the house for at least couple of days and causing full ventilation? So if you can remember कि जदों पिछले साल China chemical factory ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗ ਲੱਗੀ, the amount of pollution that was in the air, that there was a black cloud the time when the 7/11 event sadly happened, disaster in America, there was so much dark cloud for many weeks. That was very a sad tragedy of trying to bring mayhem to poor civilians. ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਸੀਮੈਂਟ ਤੇ ਡਸਟ ਤੇ ਐਸਬੈਸਟਸ ਤੇ ਐਲੂਮੀਨੀਅਮ ਜਦੋਂ ਬਲਾਸਟ ਹੋਏ ਨੇ ਔਰ ਉਹ ਪਲੇਨਸ ਵੱਜੇ ਨੇ ਇਨ ਦ ਟਾਲ ਬਿਲਡਿੰਗਸ ਦ ਟਵਿਨ ਟਾਵਰਸ, ਕਿੰਨਾ ਜਾਸਤੀ ਉਹ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਸ ਵੇਲੇ ਕੈਂਸਰਸ ਹੈਗੇ of various kinds and a lot have died, but all those who are in that site have some sort of serious illnesses. So we need to make our houses safer, but a bit more friendlier, but also with a happy environment, keeping our good foods, which you probably, I hope you're watching my previous shows, and then remembering ke organic foods se zyada apan prayog kariye, which would be much better. Then obviously looking at other things other than the washing machines that I mentioned, but looking at the molds, gas hobs also causing lots of problems. Detergents jehde ke apa use karde ne ghar de vich, we are spending about 30 pounds a month, most people, well I don't, spend on bleaches, toilets, flush cleaners. And what will be the safer option? I will come to that to the end of the show. You need to keep listening, and you'll be saving a minimum of 30 pounds on cleansers and bleaches, minimum. I'm saying that women rush to buy thinking it's the best way to keep the home safe. Symptoms ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ toxic home syndrome ਜਾਂ ਆਮ ਘਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਥੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, there could be 900 different chemicals ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਹਵਾ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ. It could be a carpet which is very old, which has never been changed. It could be a carpet ਜਿਹੜੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ rexin ਹੈਗੀ are causing formaldehyde gas, which is the protector rubber, and that could be causing you problems. So we try to modify our homes, but ਜਿੱਥੇ ਸਿੰਪਲ ਫਰਸ਼ਾਂ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਸੀ, ਮਾਰਬਲ ਫਲੋਰ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ ਜਾਂ ਪੋਚਾ ਫੇਰ ਲੈਣਾ on the floor, that was the safest way to have a healthier home, but things have become more and more complex. So building the pollution ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਿ 7/11 ਦੇ disaster ਨਾਲ ਹੋਈ ਸੀ twin towers ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, where very innocent citizens were caught up in this very sad mental ਜਿਹੜਾ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਦੀ shortfall of thinking ਹੈਗੀ ਆ, to cause maximum injury to the poor citizens. और वो dust ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੀਗਾ सीमेंट ਦਾ, sand ਦਾ, very fine grit, और जिन्ना भी aluminium, plastic सड़िया भी आ, with lead, aluminium, asbestos, causing people cancers, and a lot of people had symptoms of various kinds of cancers. And that was really a sad state. So building material can cause even having very old carpets, ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਕਿਹਾ ਸੀਗਾ ਕਿ ਉਹਦੇ ਥੱਲੇ ਰੈਕਸਿਨ ਕਦੇ ਨਾ ਬਦਲੋ, formaldehyde gases ਚੜ੍ਹਦੇ ਨੇ. Getting leather settees from China is another, or ਜਿਹੜਾ leather ਆ ਰਿਹਾ ਆ of settees made in China, they look like they're made in UK, but they are actually releasing toxic fumes of formaldehyde gas from the plastic. ਕਿ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਲੋਕੀ ਆਣ ਕੇ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਟੈਸਟਿੰਗ ਕਰਾਉਂਦੇ, and with the NES scan we find out what is the cause, and the first thing that comes up is actually furnishing. The furnishing actually is the reason for getting this exhaustion and fatigue as soon as they come home, and sitting on the settee that's releasing the formaldehyde gas is actually the cause. And that can be a trigger factor for MS or ME when they come home, and then that means they don't get rested sleep because they have inhaled those fumes. Some of these fumes, obviously they are not aware, we are not aware कि as वेले मैं इस कमरे च भी बैठी हाँ, मैनू केड़े fumes चढ़ रहे ने. But how do we protect them ourselves is through the NES program, is also through the nutritional support I do and the Ayurveda support to protect you maximum for inhalation, and also from not getting the allergy from the allergens in the air. ਇਹ ਮੇਰਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ way of moving forward. Symptoms ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹੋ ਸਕਦੇ ਨੇ, coughs, headaches, rashes, nosebleed, lung diseases, and the coughing and watery eyes, dizziness and sneezing to the point that some people are ringing and saying they're getting 100 sneezes in the day. And the same person of the family who was working away from home saying, "Jadon main ghar aanda mainu chikka aundiyan." And that's when I realized, and I had also said to the family prior to that, there's something seriously wrong in your house. that is causing all the family members to sneeze and all of them to have hay fever symptoms. And when the male member of the family was working away from home, he was not sneezing or having sinuses. Jado ghar aanda si, he was getting sinuses blockage and he's having to breathe from his mouth and having heavy snoring. So that itself concluded to what my issue was with the family, to say there's something seriously wrong within the house. Obviously, poor indoor circulation and air quality can be real problems. More severe symptoms jehde hunde ne, that could be eye irritation and rashes. So kai cheezan sanu jehdiyan daksho affect kardiyan. My idea is to just bring your awareness. So maybe there could be the 1 or 2 or 3 things in your house that could be one of the most crucial things of why your child is on an inhaler. It could be the reason why he's getting wheeziness or wheezy attacks, or where he has to go in for a nebulizer. But we try to say कि नहीं, और डॉक्टर ने inhaler तो लाता, which is a mild steroid. Yes, it's a lifesaver and yes, it's great. But there are issues that we need to address. जेड़ा कि अपना खुद दा जेड़ा chamber है घर दा, अपने गड्डी दे विच कह लो. Supposing, for example, in a little capsule of a car, ਆਪਾਂ 2-3 ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਦੇ different gases ਰੱਖ ਦਈਏ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਘਰ ਦੇ open space ਵਿੱਚ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ, and I bet you bottom dollar ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਫਟਾਫਟ ਖਿੜਕੀ ਖੋਲੋਗੇ. ਇੱਕ ਗੱਡੀ ਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੋਲਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਫਿਲਟਰ ਨਾ ਚੇਂਜ ਕਰੋ ਤੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਬਾਹਰ ਦੀਆਂ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਹਵਾਵਾਂ ਅੰਦਰ ਆਉਂਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ, that can make one feel quite unwell and quite tired while driving. So all these things become serious issues if we don't address them. Our house is a capsule. It has to be a environment friendly home. ਇਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਕੁਝ ਹੈਗਾ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਪੁਰਾਣੇ ਘਰਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਸੀਗਾ. ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ ਦੇ damp course proofing material ਵਗੈਰਾ and all these things that are used are very safe, and there are companies that are selling non-toxic fumeless paints, oil free paints, ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ odorless paints ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ, which are a wee bit more expensive, but gosh, they are so much better to have applied once for a while, and at least once and all, that your children do not get sick or you yourself don't get sick. A lot of absentee from work obviously is to do with health. Health could be tiredness, health could be backache, it could be stomach problems, it could be indigestion, it could be in the environment you're living in that's making you tired, for which you start eating excessively. So do you understand how I'm trying to link each one pattern that can reflect onto another? It's like सीढ़ियां te jana. So one is going up, but what is happening on the other side of the सीढ़ियां? Your health is demising, your health is going downhill. So at no cost should we try to say कि ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ betterment health ਦੀ ਕਰੀਏ by trying to get these toxic things and chemicals with the house that hopefully will make your houses clean, sleek. Southampton University, they are calling in for increased awareness of what is called a toxic home syndrome, and that is a lot of research done at Southampton University. Exposed to potent mixtures of airborne pollutants within the house or outside is causing respiratory and skin diseases. National Institution of Health and Welfare revealed that the impact of indoor allergens has on disease and life expectancy is shocking, and they're getting more and more information because ajkal ta machina baniya that can test. They're quite expensive, the pollutants within the environment you're living on. I do the same as well. Then comes in the loss of the health could be due to carpets, it could be due to jita main pehla zikr kita harboring dust mites, it could be pet hair, kutte ja billiyan de wal, or the ticks they have, because even pets have a lot of skin and fur and dander getting off their body. It could be the ticks that they have. So lots of things that we do to make ourselves comfortable. To have pets are a good thing to have, but that also goes for the rabbits that you might have in the garden. It could be a cat that you have that you could be affected by. A hair fungus could be a real problem that could be affected because of this. Harmful particles ਜਿਹੜੇ aggravate ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ lungs, trigger ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ asthma. and these could be also a major cause of concern. Obviously, looking at gas cookers, electric have a different constitution. Hobs give up nitrogen oxide, arsenine, a gas, formaldehyd, and carbon monoxide. These can be you know leading on to symptoms of various diseases and cancers. So formaldehyd gas and nitrogen oxide, which is given from hobs, is just not very safe. As much as possible, try to minimize कि तुसी gas on करदे फिर तिल्ली बालदे हैं, try to keep it synchronized so there's less fumes of gas. And obviously toilet bleaches, तुसी कहना हुन की करिए, they are a serious problem. Toilet cleaners, whether they are whatever brand, I'm not listing any one, all of them have serious fumes. And I noticed that my daughter actually used to have asphyxiation kind of symptoms, je kite onu bleach smell karna penda siga. So I just had to increase the resistance, but that was a time when I stopped using bleaches many years ago and went on for soda crystals, which is also a cheaper option for the sink, for the toilet, for the drains. One of the cheapest, simple, non-toxic, non-noxious product that you can use, and so much cheaper that it's only about it used to be 79 pence and I used to buy a whole box of it, and now it's about £1.08 depending on which store you buy this from. Obviously we think it's one of the best ways to get rid of the bleaches. Then obviously use hot water in the toilets every other day. Nothing like putting in about 2 or 3 kettles of hot water straight into the toilets to really kill the bacteria and the bug, and then using the soda crystals. Burning candles is a serious problem that's come up. It is fashionable, it looks cozy, it looks warm, it looks very inviting to your guests. Tea light candles from China are seriously dangerous, causing asthma, asthmatic and wheezy conditions to children. Let's beware about those. Lots of things coming from China may be good, but may I say that about 45% could be quite badly made for the industry, even to the point that jadon Guy Fawkes Day hunda siga, the fabrics that came from China, which you know, sundasi drone witch hat and witch dresses, children caught fire with those things, and they did have damage to their skin surfaces, and those have been now stopped. So EU regulations seem to come in jadon incident hunda. Mera ta program of awareness hai ke before incidences happen, let me take you on this journeys to probably shed light, and then how to reduce electromagnetic field disturbances. I make drops, I give drops for inhalation. I have drops in my Ayurveda for heavy metal detox and for allergies and allergens and specific allergens. I make the antidote to help you to overcome that. And NES is amazing. Got to really keep embracing how great NES is and how wonderful it is when it comes to removing the toxins or actually finding out the energy medicine or the lack of that body's organs to function, because electrical parameters they which break ho gaya, signals they which break ho gaya. That would be a problem. Even now has come in ke plug-in candles, air fresheners, those are not too good. There is only one that is safe, which is a brand of a gel which is Nutrodol. I can say that quite confidently, and other brands I'm not too sure what I can say about those. You are at the end of the day, please apne aap tusi digest karke, ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਸਿਰਫ ਛਾਣਨੀ ਕਰਕੇ you make the best decision what is safe for you. And my program of awareness and also letting you know what therapies I do to bring back holistic help to you and your well-being is important, and how we can help assist you. Incense or ਤੂਫ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਸਮੋਕ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ ਜਾਂ ਉਹਦੀ ਬਰਨਿੰਗ ਹੈਗੀ ਆ, ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤ ਇਸ਼ੂਜ਼ ਆ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ, and so is ਖੰਡ ਪਾਠ ਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਤੂਫ ਜਿਹੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ which is put on coal fire. That is causing a lot of asthmatic wheezy conditions and unable to breathe. A lot of sprays have lots of other chemicals in there that can affect and choke you or temporarily make you cough or have a dry cough or wheeziness at night, because we seem to close our house obviously from trying to retain heat winter de vich, but then we are making ourselves quite sick. 23% of this total burden jehda relate ho raha to fumes is to domestic toxic home is 50% is cardio conditions, 23% is lungs, 12% is asthma conditions, and 8% is respiratory. Total combination making this of 100% of what these symptoms can cause, these things can cause to the organs and get the organs to not function fully. Obviously tips ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ healthy home ਦੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਨੇ ਉਹਦੇ ਵੀ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਗਿਆਨ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਮੇਰੇ ਸ਼ੋਅ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. ਵੈਂਟੀਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਕੇ ਗਲਾਸ ਤੇ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ ਸੁਪਰ ਹੀਟ ਉਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ, ਬਟ ਔਨ ਦੀ ਅਦਰ ਸਾਈਡ what we are doing is making ourselves live in an environment in a casement ਜਿੱਥੇ ਕੋਈ ਹਵਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਉਂਦੀ. So we need to do a bit of cross ventilation ਇੱਕ ਦੋ ਵਾਰੀ ਦਿਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, and especially ਜੇ ਤੁੜਕੇ ਬਣਾ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, open the windows, get those and reduce the gas. And ਬੀਬੀਓ start cooking the haldi, no cooking haldi, ਔਰ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਤੂਈ ਆ ਕਰਕਿਊਮੈਨ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੜਦਾ ਆ ਹਲਦੀ ਕਰਕੇ, ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਬੀਬੀਆਂ ਕਹਿ ਦਿੰਦੀਆਂ ਖਾਣੇ ਨੂੰ ਰੰਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਚੜਿਆ. I can challenge you ਕਿ ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੁੱਕ ਸ਼ੋਜ਼ ਦੇਖੇ ਨੇ, ਸਾਡੇ ਖਾਣੇ ਦੇ ਕਲਰਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਂ ਪ੍ਰੈਜੈਂਟੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਕਮੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ, because what is yellow, what is red comes through the good quality of tomatoes. I do not advise ਕਿ ਹਲਦੀ ਕੁੱਕ ਕੀਤੀ ਜਾਵੇ, ਹਲਦੀ ਕੱਚੀ ਖਾਧੀ ਜਾਵੇ ਪਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, not ਦੁੱਧ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ. ਫਿਰ ਬੀਬੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਦੁੱਧ ਦੇ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਪਾਣਾ, because the moment you drink ਦੁੱਧ ਉਹ ਫਿੱਟ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਆ, and because we got hydrochloric acid ਆਪਣੇ ਪੇਟ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, and within seconds that haldi has amalgamated with that fittified ਦੁੱਧ. Absolutely maybe 1/3% ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ benefit ਹੋਏਗਾ, the rest is an absolute waste. Iceland ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, before I take you to the half time, it's amazing how they customize their babies. Newborn babies are rolled in snow in the first snow as they are born, so they climatize. ਆਪਾਂ wrap ਕਰਦੇ, ਆਪਾਂ bubble ਕਰਦੇ, cushion ਕਰਦੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ, but you will see English women, they make sure that their children get accustomed to weather. ਥੱਲੇ hot water bottle ਰੱਖ ਕੇ pram ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਾਂ in the baby pushchair they will take the child out. We seem to say to the ਬੱਚਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਠੰਡਾ ਜਾਣਾ, ਬਾਹਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਣਾ, ਔਰ ਇਹ ਠੰਡੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ immunity ਆ ਉਹ ਵਧਾਉਂਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ. Obviously immunity ਜਿਹੜੀ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਦੀ inoculations ਨਾਲ ਵੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਆ, but there is also some factors, ਕਈ inoculations ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ toxicity ਹੈਗੀ ਆ. ਇਸੇ immunity ਦੇ program ਤੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਗੱਲ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ second half ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੀ in a short break, because we need to make our children happier, healthier, but on a note that ਜਿਹੜੀ ਠੰਡੀ ਬਰਫ਼ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੱਚੇ ਪਲ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਗਰਮਾ ਹਵਾਵਾਂ ਕਿੱਦਾਂ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਈਏ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ without causing toxicity. Taking you to the second half of the program of toxic home syndrome.